take us back to your 1980 team, which is a team that could have won a national championship with Ray Tolbert, Zeke, Randy. Like you had all the tools. Sweet 16 run, Big Ten championship. I think you were injured throughout that season a little bit. You came back at the end, man. What
Well,
ended up? How was that season? And take the fans back to that moment.
no, it was, coming into that season, I had so much at stake as a player from an individual standpoint. And again, I'm not individually driven.
Right? Yeah. No. Never.
We had built that coach had put that team together coming out of my junior year. After winning the NIT championship,
Hmm.
and then going to the Pan Am games that summer and winning the gold medal. Everything was set coming
Right.
into my senior year.
Hmm.
We got this little guard out of Chicago, Isaiah, who's, probably the missing piece.
Hmm.
And we come back into that year ranked number one. And I think really the rankings fell in place because, the Russian team come over every year and tour and play the top 10 schools in the country. And they walked through us every year that I
Right.
was at Indiana. My friend, I mean, we can come within 20 points and beat this team.
Right. It was
It
good,
was
man.
like a man's team amongst little boys.
Right.
My
Hmm.
senior year, we beat them by 20,
Mm.
and they walked away saying that's the best team. And I thought we were because I thought every position was
Yeah.
stacked.
You had.
I
Yeah.
mean, if somebody went down, the next guy was in line.
Mm.
Yeah, but I never thought I would go down.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And that was a killer. I never thought Randy Whittman would go down.
Oh,
He
both
broke
of you
his
guys went down in that season.
Yeah, he broke
Jesus.
his foot. I went
Oh.
down with back surgery. I
Right.
came back. He never returned.
Oh wow. I
And
didn't know
I
that.
came back in the latter part of that Big Ten season with six to go. And again, there's something special, a little higher than Mike Woodson
Right.
that was able to get me in position. I had a hell of a doctor in Dr. Foyer who performed the surgery, and then I had great people that rehabbed me to get me back, like Doc Councilman
Hmm.
and Bob Young, guys like that who were able to get me back within 8 weeks. And we made the last six game run, which we won all six and was able to beat Ohio State, for
Hmm.
the title in front of our fans the last Big Ten game. So, I mean, we got as much out of that team that year. But again, I didn't get to the big dance. The big dance was in Indianapolis on my birthday.
Oh
I mean,
really?
everything was
It was.
everything was set, man.
Yeah.
That. So that was probably the most
Mm.
disheartening thing of my senior year because we weren't able to get to the big dance.
Awesome, man. And you talked earlier about your relationship with Coach, man. When your career was over, tell the people how playing for Coach Knight changed you and matured you, and what has been the biggest impact he's had on you as a coach.
Well, I mean, there's no doubt. I think the one thing that you learn playing for Coach Knight when you go through this system,
Mm.
you learn to work and you learn to appreciate work. And it's not always easy. There's a lot of roller coaster rides along the
Yeah.
way
Yep. Mhm.
that you got to deal with.
Right.
And I surely had them, my 4 years here. But when I left here, I knew I was ready for the NBA.
Right. Mhm.
Even though I was coming off a back surgery and I had to physically get myself back, but mentally, I knew I was ready. I was tough enough based on what I experienced the 4 years here. And it just prepared me for every walk of life that I walked into from a business standpoint, uh, from a basketball standpoint. And then once I ventured out to start coaching, I've been driven, man.
Right.
And,
Yeah.
and Knight had a lot to do with that.
Yeah. You started, obviously the same impact coach has had on me and the rest of us. Um, and he is to be commended for that, man. Discipline, accountability, just understanding the intricacies of whatever it is you're trying to accomplish, man. I wouldn't be the player that I was and the coach that I became and the mentor that I became without Coach Knight. So I share those sentiments with you.